Okay, so we are discussing about the transport management system, TMS. So as part of this TMS configuration, so TMS topic, yesterday we have performed the so TMS configuration we have performed, right? So using the 000 client, so we have performed the TMS configuration. So first of all, domain controller configuration, transport layer, then transport routes. So we have performed this configuration. We have performed yesterday, right? So that is the small part. TMS configuration is the small part here. So let me check here. Whether configuration is you performed or not. Yes, I see the configuration is there. You see, we have the two systems. So two systems, the configuration is exist here. So two systems, the configuration is there. And also if I go to the routes, transport routes, so we have the two routes are there. But here, so I think reverse order configured, the reverse order wise configured. If you see here ECP to ECD is their development. Normally, ECD to ECP, development to production. So that is the concept, right? So the configuration is wrong here. The configuration is wrong here. So what we have to do in the domain controller system, we need to correct the configuration by changing the, we have to go to, so we have to change the configuration here. It's not wrong, it's wrong actually. Again, our guys are used the wrong password. It got locked.
SAP Star User is working, sir.
Okay. So what we can do, I will let me change the. So too many passwords. So here I can make it dialog user, service user, so that it won't get locked. I have unlocked. So yeah, unlocked. Then go to the STMS. So this is fine. Development, this is fine. But when you go to the configuration here, so transport routes configuration here, this is wrong. So that means, so this is wrong. ECD to ECP. So any case, always the data flow like development, quality, production. So like that, we have the data flow here. But here it is wrong. Here it is wrong. So let's try to disable. Let's try to disable the configuration here. But here we have the domain controller system is the ECP. So production. So then we have to log into the ECP only. ECP we have to log in. So then there we have to do the configuration. So any configuration changes, if we want to perform, you need to perform in the main branch, which means domain controller configuration side, we have to perform these configurations here, right? So domain controller configuration, we have to perform this configuration here. Here, go to the change mode, select this one, delete the nodes here. You can delete the systems here. So nodes, you can just delete it, save it here. Okay, so it's saved. So now go to the configuration again, go to the here, standard configuration. Just go to the change mode here, go to the standard configuration and two systems in the landscape. Here, development is the ECD, production is the ECP system. So P is the production system here. So like that, we have the configuration is there here, like that. So we have the configuration here. So like that, we have configured we have performed the configuration. This is the perfect scenario, right? Development, all the developments will happen. Then it will go to the production here. This is the perfect scenario of the transport landscape here, right? So here we want to configure the transport group. So transport group means, so list of systems, if you want list of systems will share the one transport group, they will share it here, one transport group they will share it here. So maybe something like that we have to change it here. Target is the production. Okay, so here, so this one, so all this will come from transport group to production here. So this is the one here. Here we should like that we have to configure it here. ECP 100 client. So transport group here. So it should come. So this one, this one is not required. So we want, we can move it here. This one is not required, but so sometimes we may the more systems are there, sometimes we may have to configure the transport group here. Transport group here. So group means, so list of systems will share the common trans directory, common trans group. It will share it here, list of systems here. So that is the reason. So here we are configuring the transport group here. See here, it will come to the transport group. So then it will go to the, so your systems here, your target systems here. So list of systems will share the common transport directory. That is called the common transport group here, right? So when you go to the here, so this is the way. So first the request comes to the here, then it will go to the your transport group. Group means your trans directory. Then it will go to the your production environment. So without this one also we can configure it here. But so here, suppose even the target you have the two landscape, two clients or three clients. So that time you want to transport to the all the clients. That time we have to add the additional client to the here also by double click it. Then you can add the number of clients also here. That is called the transport group here. So transport group here. Okay, so this is the configuration actually. So when you are performing this TMS configuration, when you are performing TMS configuration at OS level, operating system level, so you have trans directory. There is a one trans directory here in the operating system level. So this trans directory will be, so transports, the transport related directory. This trans directory is the transport related directory here. Here, all the systems, whatever the systems you have configured in the TMS landscape, whatever the systems you have configured, the D and P, all systems will use the common trans directory. Common trans directory, it will use it here. So common trans directory, it will use it here. So here, whenever you are performing the configuration here, so there is the configuration files will be created. Configuration files will be created. So this is the configuration files here. USR SAP trans bin. Under the bin, you have the TP underscore domain underscore SID and domain.cfg. So like that, you have the configuration files are there. So these configuration files will be created when you are performing the TMS configuration. When you are performing the TMS configuration, these configuration files will be created under the bin. So TMS configuration files will be created under the bin folder. So it's a very important. Then buffer like imported transport request. The transport request which are generated means normally, so the transport request procedure is like, the first of all, TMS configuration we have to perform it here. TMS configuration we have to perform it here. So TMS, so configuration we have to perform it here. Then after the TMS configuration here, then TR creation, transport requests creation. TMS creation we have to do that one. TMS creation we have to perform it here. TMS creation. So we have to perform TR creation. So TR creation means transport request creation. So then TR release. Then step number 4 is called the TR import. TR import is responsible by the basis team. Then TR creation and release are done by the, so your development means transport owners, TR development team. Why? Because they will only do the development activities, right? So they will perform this activities here. They will perform the activities here. They will perform the activities in the systems here. They will perform the activities in the systems here. Okay. So that is the one thing they will perform it here. That is the one thing. So they will perform the systems here. That is the one thing here. TR creation, right? Then TR release. The whoever request created, so they will only responsible to release the one. So these are so functional dev and functional team. So dev and functional team responsible. Configuration, it's a one-time activity, basis team will responsible. So this 4-step procedure is for the entire TMS configuration. Entire TMS configuration is for the these 4 steps. These 4 steps we have to perform it. Entire the TMS configuration is for the, so these 4 steps we have to perform it here, right? So basis team and TR creation, TR release and TR import. So here, first of all, what is TR? TR means the transport request. Transport request. So transport request means transport request contains the collection of the objects, data, the data which you want to move to the data which we want to move to the quality and the production systems, that we will import, that we will add into the one request, that is called the transport request here. The transport request naming convention is like SID K9 and number, SID K9 and number. So like that, the TR naming convention. Suppose you are creating the request in the development ECD K9, then number. So number means 0000 something like 1. So to like that, the request number is generated here. Like that, the TR request will be generated. So in this request, we have to add the objects. Objects means data. Which data you want to move to the, so it kind of carry bag. It's kind of carry bag. Suppose when you go to the shopping mall, so they will give the one parcel, they will give the one item to you. So then along with that item, they will pack into the one parcel, one carry bag. One carry bag, they inside of the carry bag, they will place and they will hand out to you. So that carry bag is called the request, right? So inside of the carry bag, you have the exact item. Whatever the item you have, that is the item, that is the data here. So here the transport request is called the your carry bag. Transport request is called the your carry bag here. Transport request is called the carry bag here. In this carry bag, you have the data is available here. So here SE01 or SE09 or SE10. Here they are the 3 transaction codes for creation of the transport request. You have the 3 transaction codes here for creation of the transport request here. After the configuration is completed, so you have the 3 transaction codes, you have to use it for creation of the transport request. Creation of the transport request here. Go to the SE01, right? So request we have to create it. Request, so we have to create it here. Request we have to create in the systems here. The transport request, so we have to create it here. So right, transport request we have to create it here. So here the transport request, click on the create button. So here the request are, so there are the 3 types of request we have here. Customization request, workbench request, transport of copies here. So remaining all are not much useful, you can ignore it. But here customization request, workbench request, these 2 are the most useful here. So the transport of copies, we will use it during the, so your system refresh time. During the system refresh. So that time we will create the transport of copies, we will create here. Transport of copies we will create during the system refresh time here, right? So this is the transport request creation procedure here. So customization request. So means what type of request you are going to create. So then you have to go to the, so SE01, SE01. So then click on the create option. Then here we have the types of request, customization request, workbench request, then transport of copies here, then transport of copies here. So you want to create which request? Customization request means client specific request. So which means the request, the request, the data which you are creating, that you want to move to the other client, other systems, then you have to use the workbench request. It is the same client, same system, that is called the customization request. Means client specific. Customization means client specific data, client specific data. Workbench means is the client in specific, means cross client, which means it is applicable for the all the clients, all the systems, all the clients, all the system. Generally our development folks, they will use the workbench request. Why? Because if they are developing something that should be applicable for the, that should be imported to the other systems and other clients as well, target systems and target client also, it should be applicable, right? So that is the reason. So we have to use the workbench request or customization request, we have to use it here. So then workbench request, click on the create symbol. Normally within the system, so then you can use the customization request. But I want to develop something in the ECD, I want to move to the your quality and production systems. In that case, we can use the workbench request. In that case, we can use the workbench request here. Then select the workbench request here. Just click on the OK button. Then it will ask the create the request. Here it will ask the description. So here I can say like just example 1. Then click on the OK button. Then here the request is generated. See here, the request got generated here. The transport request got generated. So which means the carry bag is ready. Inside of the carry bag, so we need to place the data. So which means double click on the transport request, the main request. Then here you need to add the data. Whatever the data you want to add it here, then you can add the data. This is the data syntax we have to give it here. So this is not our work. So make sure TR creation and TR release not our work. It's a transport owners, they will perform it here. These two are not responsible by us. So this one, this is our responsibility. But TR creation also, sometimes we may have to, rare cases we may have to perform. So that is the reason. So we have to do the this work as well. We have to perform this work as well. We have to perform it here. Right. So that is the reason. So I am telling the TR creation procedure also. TR creation procedure also we have to explain here. Right. TR creation procedure also we have to explain here. So here go to the SE01, SE01, see the, so click on the create symbol, then workbench request, click on the copy, then so just provide the description, right? Provide the description, click on the OK button, immediately the request will be generated. This is the main request, this is a subtask. This is a subtask, this is the main request here. Here you can add the data here. Here you can add the objects. Here you can add the objects to the your request. This is the transport request. So here you can add the transport data here. Any data you can add it to the here. Otherwise, empty request only we can do that one. Then once the data is added, then you can release it here. We have to release the request here. See here, I am releasing the request here. So whenever you release the request here, so the request number is the 62, right? So whenever you release the request here in the trans directory, co-files and data files will be splitted 62. K9 00062 here. Data folder R9 files will be splitted. So here the thing is, you create the transport request. whenever you release the TR transport request release, whenever you release the TR, whenever you release the TR, so here the request is split into the two files. One is the co files, second one is the data files. Co-files and so data files. Co-files and data files. Co-files starts with the K9, right? Data file starts with the R9 star, K9 and R9, which means one transport request, whenever you release means export. Whenever you release means export, it will split into the two files. One is the co-files and second one is the data files here. Co-files starts with the K9. Data files starts with the R9 here. K9 and R9. K9 and R9 here. So same as like you can see here. So transport request. What is the request number? So this is the request number, right? So SID ECD K90062. So you released means you exported. Release means export here, right? That is what you have done it here, export. Once you export it, the request will split into the two files. One is the co-files and data files. These are available under the USR SAP trans. Under the trans, you have the two files are available, co-files and data files here. Co-files starts with the K9 number 62. Data file starts with the R9 62. So once the TR is created, then we have to release the TR. Then you have to ask basis team to import the TR. So basis team to import the TR here. Then basis team will log into the system. Which system you want to import? Suppose 62 TR. Then basis team will go to the STMS is the transaction code to import the transport request. Go to the which system you want to import. So you want to import to the production. So development you have done it, production. Then double click the production here. So production import queue. This is the production queue. Select the production queue, which system you want to import. Select that system queue. Then so scroll down, you have the transport request 62, right? Here the transport request 62 is available here. So here the transport request 62 which you release it now, right? Example 1 you release it now. The request is available now. So here your client is not set here. Your client is not set here. You have to set the client. It's normal rare cases we may get here. Okay. So yes. So request number 62 is your request which you released now. 62, right? You have to release this one. So you have to release this request now. So to release this request, so you have released, then only it reached to the production queue. ECP queue you have received. So this one you need to select it here. This one you have to select it here. Then click on the import symbol. There are two trucks here. Import the single truck, import the single request, then import the all the request here. You have the two types of requests are there here. Import single request, import all. There are the two types of requests are there here. Import single, import all here. So suppose if you want to import, we have to click only import single request only. Why? Because if you import all, so system will be crashed. So we should not do like this. We have to import the single request. Select the request, click on the truck symbol. Then it will ask us to import the request here, right? So up to from here onwards, our responsibility to import the transport request. So TR creation is responsible for your development or functional team. TR release also they will do that one. So once the TR is created and released, then we are responsible to import that response. We import the transport request. This is our side configuration. So this is only we will do here. So remaining steps they will perform every day. So bulk transports they will create it, then they will release it here. So then we will import the request here. Here we will import the request. We will create and we will import the request here. So that is what we have to do it in the systems here. That is what we have to do it in the systems here, right? So again, once again, TR creation. So normally to create the TR, we have to go to the SE01, click on the create, then either the customization request or workbench request. So request we have to create, example 2, then request will be generated here. So I'm creating in the ECP, not the ECP actually. ECD we have to create, right? Development system we have to create here. So development system we have to create here. Go to the SE01. So any client you can use it to create it here. Just click on the create symbol. Then example 2 you can create. Click on the create workbench request. So one more request I am creating, example 2. So 64, 65 created. Then they will add the data. They will add the data here. So that is their responsibility to add the objects, data, anything they will add to the request. So request is the carry bag. Inside of the carry bag, we have the data we will put, right? So this is the request. In this request, they will add the, in this request, they will add the, in this request, they will add the data here, right? So it is the modifiable status. Modifiable status means it's not released. It's not released. So request is not released. See here, 000064. 64 means it is not released. See here, data. So not released means 62 only there. So but our request is 64. 64 is not really not exist, not created here, which means which means which means TR transport request is not released. So without releasing the TR, you cannot import. So first TR creation, adding the data, then TR release. Release means it will change the status to the released status. So now it is in the modifiable status. Now it is in the modifiable status here. Just select it here. Click on the release. So whenever you release, the request split into the two files. One is the co-files. Second one is the data file here, right? Co-files and data file here. Now see here, the request is released now. Released. Released means you can see here released now. So when it is released, you will get the tick mark. Then data will be generated, released, modifiable to released status here. Here see one more request got generated now. 1132, 1132, 64 number got generated. Co-files and data file, 64 file, right? 64. Co-file starts with the K9 and data file starts with the R9, R9 00064. So the data file got generated here, right? Co-files and data files got generated here, right? So this is the request release. They will perform the transport request creation and release status. So sometimes they will create the request. They will create the request then they will forget to release it. They will ask basis team to import it. When you are trying to import the request, so when you are clicking the refreshing the import queue, they will ask us to import the ECP. Then when we are just refreshing the queue, the request is not available here, queue. Once the request is released, it is available for the import here. It is available for the import here. 64 is available here. Previously 62, now 64 is available here, right? So when you release the request, then only it is available here. If it is not released, then it is not available here. So that is the one thing here. So it is released or not, you need to go to the here, then check. If it is released, then definitely it is available. If it is not released, it is in the modifiable status. Then it is, so the request will not generate the any data here. Here it will not generate the any data here. That is the one thing you should remember. That is the one thing you should remember to remember here. Co-files and data files here. 62, 64. Co-files and data files you should remember here. Right? So bin, buffer, and co-files and data files here. Co-files starts with the K9, 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 K9. So data files starts with the R9, 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 R9. So which means whenever you transport request is released, whenever the TR is released, so the data will split into the two files. One is the co-files and second one is the data files here. Data files, which means it's like R9 data files, co-files and data files here. So these two will be done by TR creation and TR release will be done by the not the basis team. So they will perform it here. Then they will ask basis team to import it here. So here our responsibility is importing the transport request. To import the transport request, hi basis team, could you please import the transport request to the production system with 100 client, like this they will tell you. Then in this case, to importing the transport request, you have to go to the STMS. So in the STMS transaction code, select the truck symbol. So which system they are asking us to import? Production. Then ECP, select the refresh the queue. Then which request they are asking to import it here. See here, which request they are asking. Suppose they are asking you to import the 62. Then select the 62 here, select the request, click on the import, click on the import symbol. This is our, from here onwards, this is our work. Here onwards, this is our work to import the transport request here, right? So here to import the transport request here, so select the request, which system, which client, it will be selected. Then do you want to import immediately? Yes. So then go to the execution option. You want to import the asynchronously or synchronously here. Synchronously means normally asynchronous only we will select it here. Asynchronously means whenever the TR is getting imported, whenever the transport request is getting imported, then here one dialog or background process is released. So after the import started, here the request, whenever you are importing in the synchronous mode, dialog work processor, background work process blocked until import is finished, until import has ended, then your dialog and background work process blocked until then. So, but in the asynchronous mode, it will be import is started. When the import is started, then your background work process released here. So this is the synchronous and asynchronous mode. Normally asynchronous mode only we will keep it here. Then go to the import options here. Here there are the multiple import options to import the data. So leave the request in the queue, later import. Import the transport request again. You want to override the originals in the target. Suppose in the target, in this request, there is a ABC table is there. In the target also you have the ABC table is there. You want to override the originals. You want to override the unconfirmed reports. You want to ignore the invalid component. Whatever the options you want to set, you can select it. Just click on the import symbol. You can just click the import symbol. request will be imported. See here, there is a truck symbol. TR is importing. The transport request is getting imported. See here, the TR is getting imported into the system. So select it, refresh it, then it is finished. See here, there is a RC. RC means return code. There is a code is generated, which means RC0. They are the return codes. They are the, once the request is imported, they are the 4 types of return codes are generated here. TR import return codes. So 0, 4, 8, 12. So 0, 4, 0 means successfully imported. 4 means successfully imported with warnings. 8 means TR one or more objects are having errors, having issues. TR 12 means TR ended with this system error. This is our work. So if the TR 0 or 4 means successfully imported, we can ignore it. 8 means some syntax error, some objects are having, then whoever the TR created, so they need to correct it, this RC8. 12 means system error. System error means it's a basis team responsibility to fix the error. So then we have to fix the error here. That is the 12. So here 0, which means successfully imported here. If it is the 0 or 4 or 8, then so 8 means it's system owner. Owner means who is the owner? Basis. Then we have to send an email to the respective team. TR ended with the RC8. Then please fix the error. Then we can check the error. We can fix it out. So where to check the error and that and all I will tell you. But now we can see how to so TR import procedure. Import procedure is our responsibility here. So basis team responsible to import the transport request. So which means, so they will provide you the TR number. Then we have to go to the respective system. Which system they are asking us to import? Target system. Then go to the which request. Suppose like 64, they are asking you to import next system. Then select the transport request. Click on the truck symbol. Import request. Then go to the options here. Which options you want to import? So normally they will provide you the options. Otherwise, normally the first 4, last one option. So here, whenever you are importing the transport request, make sure you have the options are selected or not. So make sure you have to select the options as per your organization follow. Normally every organization we will follow the some options, different options here. So suppose if you ask me in my organization, first 4, last one option we will select it. Some organizations they won't select anything here. Some organizations they will select all. So that's your wish. Which option you want to select it, you can select it. Click on the import. Click on the import transport request is getting imported into the ECP 100 client. Then you can import to the 100 client here. See here, the request is getting imported. Import is running here. Okay, so this is the one we have to do that one. So this is the our responsibility. This is the our work to perform the TR import procedure, transport request import. So TR import procedure is it's a purely basis team responsibility. So TR creation release, no one will ask you this question. TR creation and release, no one will ask you questions on this one. Right? Only TR import is our responsibility. TR import is so our responsibility. So we have to go to the respective system, select the transport request, then click on the import request, then click on the import request, then import it. Like this, we have to import the transports. Like this, we have to import the everyday So bulk transports, we may get it out. So we have to import it. Every day we have to import the request here. Okay. So just click on the refresh button and you will see whether TR is imported or not. Yes, it is imported. So what is the return code? If you mouse over it here, you will see the return code 0, right? So then just click on the logs here, then you will see the what is the return code TR imported with 0, which means CR is successfully imported here. So this is the our responsibility. TR creation is, it's a developers or functional owners. They will create the TR and they will release it here. They will create the TR, they will release it here. So that is their responsibility. But import is our responsibility here. Step number 4, 1 and 4 is our responsibility. 2 and 3, if you don't know, just ignore it. But 4 is the very important for us. So every day when you join the ship, you may have to import the multiple transport request. You have to import it. So this is the TR. TR means one request. In this request, you have the data. They will add the data here. So that data we have to import to the respective target systems. We have to import it. That is our responsibility to import it. Whatever it may be data, they will, but we have to import it here. But while importing the TR, sometimes we may get the RC12, some system errors. So that system errors I will explain tomorrow. Why? Because today if I explain everything, so you will get confused. Tomorrow I will explain. But today, what you have to do, I will create some request. You have to import it. I will create the multiple request here. You guys start importing the request here. Go to the SE01 here. I am creating the multiple request here. Just you can start importing. Creation also, you no need to worry. They will perform the creation. Only thing is you have to import the transport request here. Just test 1. 66. Then release the TR. So real TR release also, they will take care of that one. When the TR is released, it will change the status to the released status here. So then create the TR request here. If you want, you can also create the TR. So no need to worry. So, but you can also create the TR here. So 68, 69. This is the main task. This is the subtask. Normally subtask we have to release it. Then main task we have to release it next. But either way, if you release the main task, subtask also will be released here. So task number 268 also released. Then I am creating the one more request here. So text number 3. So multiple requests I am creating so that you can import the same transport request. You can import it here. So multiple transport request number, you can import it here. So I have created here 3 requests I have created. If you want to if you are interested, you can import the multiple other transport request also. You can import it here. Then go to the here, refresh it here. Then you will see the so 3 requests which we created. And also here also you can find out if the request is released, then there the co-files and data files will be released. So then here it is released. You can see here 66, 68, 70, the requests are released, which means the transport request got created here. The TR requests are created here. So see here 3, test 1, test 2, test 3. So here 3 requests are released. So you can import these 3 requests into the ECP 100 client. You can import it to the here. Okay. That is your duty to perform the transport import. So creation and release, you can ignore it. If you are getting confused, you can ignore it. But so that is the purely so development and transport owner responsibility. Import is only basis team responsibility. So you have to come to here, select the transport request, click on the import symbol. Then request will be imported. This is our work to do here. So PR import procedure is responsibility of basis team. Okay. TR import is responsibility of the basis team here. Creation release is for your development folks. They will do the TR creation and TR release. TR import is your basis team responsibility. Basis team will perform the TR import procedure. Okay. So this is the work we have to do that one. So for today, what you can do, just if you want to create, you can create it. Otherwise, just select the transport request, click on the import symbol, click on the import. So that is your duty. Okay. Any questions, anyone?